Hey, 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 Super Bowl Sunday. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Before I get started, showing y'all my recipe for my guacamole. I ask that you watch my videos all the way through. I am less than 200 hours away. I'm like 140 hours away. So every bit counts. And I thank you for coming by my channel and supporting me. So I'm making some homemade guacamole. I have 4 big avocados that I mashed up. I have here some diced Roma tomatoes. Right here I did 3. Some onion. I chopped up some onion. You have 2 tablespoons of garlic and a lime juice, pepper, and then my garlic, sea salt, grinding seasoning. So I'm gonna just taste it and season it, to my taste. I may add some lemon juice to this too, but I'll see how it tastes. Be right back. Okay, so it is finished to my liking. I did add a couple more rounds of this garlic sea salt right here to it. What I like about this garlic sea salt grinder is that it's not salty and it lets you put out just the right amount without overdoing it. If it's not enough, you could go in and grind it a few more times and you can get the right amount. I also too added in a Meyer lemon juice. I love Meyer lemons. They are juicy. They just give such great flavor than a regular lemon. And believe a Meyer lemon is a cross between a citrus orange and a lemon because they look like oranges, especially when you get the ones in the bag. They look like small oranges, but these are organic Meyer lemons. So that's what I buy. I actually want me a Meyer lemon tree in my backyard. So yeah, this is my guacamole. So again, for those that didn't hear me, you can use however many avocados as you want. At Sprouts, they had the huge avocados, 4 for $5. So I just bought that because we all like guacamole in here, and it's a great health option. So I did 4 avocados. I diced up 3 Roma tomatoes. Added 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, maybe 3. I diced up an onion, probably like a little bit over a half a cup. Just do it according to your liking. Put a little black pepper, nothing too crazy. A whole lime juice, what was ever able to come out of here. And just mixed everything up and just taste as you go along. So I finished my second dip of the night. I got one more dip to go, and that's my crab dip. I did my French onion dip right here. We got cucumbers and carrots for that, as well as your Lay's chips. And then for our guacamole, I got these blue tortilla chips. They're really good. I like blue tortilla chips. So that is how you do homemade guacamole. So stay tuned for the next dish. And now I'm starting my chili. So the first thing you want to do is put some olive oil or whatever oil you use in the pan. Let it heat up, and then stir your onions for about 5 minutes or so. I used this oil right here. Ghee is a very good cooking oil. You can get them in the oil or the butter, solid type, and it has a high burn point, which is 385. So this is what I used. And I'm also cooking one for my daughter because she don't eat meat, so I had to buy her a different type of meat. I'll be back with the next step. Okay, I'm back. I think I sent my daughter to the store for nothing. But I had an organic beef broth, and I thought it was open, but it says twist to break inner seal and tamper evident ring. But I'm going to just take it back to Sprouts. So anyway, what I used in my chili, sometimes I will make my chili seasoning myself, but then sometimes I just don't feel like doing all that because you got to keep dumping and tasting and dumping and tasting. I just rather buy the packet. So I bought, for me and my boys' chili, I bought 2 of these Williams original seasoning packets, and I put both of them in there. It doesn't have salt and it tasted like it, so I had to doctor it up with some Himalayan pink salt on top of these 2 with this all-purpose seasoning. I put a little pepper in it and some adobo. That's what I put in mine. And my daughter's, because she just had this 1 pack of meat right here, and I did have to add some seasoning to hers as well. This is the meat that I used. It tastes pretty good, actually. It looked like dog meat, but it actually tastes pretty good once I got finished adding everything and doctoring it up. But I added this seasoning packet. I added some of the same seasonings, which was this, some more chili powder, pepper, and adobo, and I mixed it up. Now for both of ours, the rest of the stuff I added was, I used a tomato paste. I did about 2 tablespoons for hers and dumped the rest in mine because I have a bigger pot. I used 1 can for her, the diced tomatoes, and I used 2 cans for my pot. And for both pots, I used 1 can. I don't like a whole lot of beans in my chili, but since she don't eat meat, and it'll be more filling for her, so you know, hers was a smaller pot, but I just put 1 can and then 1 container of each in her pot and 1 container in my pot of this tomato sauce. And I'm just waiting for her to get the beef broth, and it calls for 1.5 cups. So I probably put 2 or 3 cups in mine. It just depends. I start off with 1.5 cups, and then I put some sugar in both of them, probably like, I don't know, 3 tablespoons in mine and like 1 to 2 tablespoons in hers. So this is my pot of chili. Again, it's really thick because I'm waiting for the beef broth, but it tastes really good once I added my own seasonings. And that those beans are mixed beans, so it's black beans, I believe, and dark red kidney beans. So that's why you see those black spots in there. Because I was looking like, what the heck is wrong with this stuff? And then this is my daughter's vegetarian chili. So it tastes really good. Again, once I doctored it up with my own seasonings, it tastes really good. And I'm just waiting for the beef broth. So, yeah, that's our chili. And then I will come back with the finished thing. Okay, this is my last dip. I'm making a jumbo lump crab dip. So what I have in here is 12 ounces of cream cheese. You can use any kind you want. It needs to be softened. And I find the whipped one, it just works much better. You need 1/3 cup of mayo and 3 tablespoons, or to your liking, of Old Bay seasoning. And then you mix. Oh, and 4 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese. Any kind you want. I bought this one, so it'll have a blend. But you can buy you can buy white sharp, yellow sharp, whatever you want. Okay, so this is the cream cheese, mayo, Old Bay, and I did use the juice from a small cut up Meyer lemon as well. And then you mix it up. So this is what it looks like. Mix it up. Now I'm going to add the jumbo lump crab. This is what it looks like. I have 2. You want to do 1 pound, so it's, unless you could find a big one, you got to do 2 8-ounce. You want to fold the crab in because you don't want to break up the lumps. So I'm going to put both of these in here. And as you can see with the lumps, it doesn't have any shells. So you can just dump it in. You don't have to pick through it. So that's that. And I'm gonna fold this in. So I folded in my my crab mix. And now I'm going to put it in here, and I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit more Old Bay over the top of it. And then I'm gonna add my cheese, the whole pack. Okay, so here is it finished. I could have put it in a bigger pan, but I already had put this in. So this is the jumbo lump crab dip. It's finished. I'm gonna put it in the oven on, I got it on 375 because my cornbread is in there, for about 25-30 minutes. So I'll see whenever it starts to melt. And this is the cheese that I use to mix up in, and this is the cheese that I put on top, the whole bag. I just used 4 ounces of this one. You can use any sharp cheese you want. So hopefully it comes out good. So here's my chili. This is my daughter's chili. Once I added in the beef broth, she got a little mad because I added beef broth and she don't eat meat. So and she said it was good though. Hopefully it don't upset her stomach because it's just the broth. So this is basically a vegetarian chili. And actually that Beyond Meat is pretty good. It don't look the best, but it actually is pretty good. So that's hers. And then this is me and my boys. Chili. With the beef broth added in. And so for your toppings, you can do sour cream, green onions, your cheese, which I have it all. And this tastes pretty good. So I'll be back at the end with everything, showing y'all my crab dip and everything put together. So I'm back. My crab dip is finished. Look at that. You can use these little toes so you can make your own little Italian bread. But again, this is the crab, jumbo lump crab dip. So all my food is finished. Here's my chili. All of our stuff. Peace. Enjoy your Super Bowl.